Right, we are live on this beautiful Sunday morning. This your man right here, the one and only, that beautiful Rhode Island Red Rooster. We back at it again with some real trucking talk. Give y'all a few minutes and stuff to get in here, get the cold out your eyes and stuff like that. Cause this week has been what's going crazy, Barbara. Hey, got your phone call, man. Shoot, I ain't get around to calling you back. I'm sorry about that and stuff, but I got you though. I got you. Been some crazy stuff this week, man. Some messages been sent about this particular guy that made this video and stuff about being programmed, and it set off a whole slew of people making videos about fleet-owned operators and fleet operators and of course your normal owned operators and stuff, you know. Cause people seem to think, well, I'm gonna say this, that some people, man, you know, they don't want to look at individuals and stuff. They just automatically got some hate for them and stuff, you know, so to speak, cause the way they present themselves, you know, very arrogantly. Some of them, it's all good, lost $100 million. They being sued for that. It doesn't mean they lost it. It doesn't mean they lost it, and that's not a good thing anyway, especially if you're over there, cause they gotta recomp that money somehow. But I don't know, but then again, they probably got that in the interest and stuff in the banks, you know. But yeah, you know, some people got sore about this particular guy video and stuff, and then they start going in a little bit, which I'm saying that if they would do some research on this cat, they would see, you know, he really doesn't have too much. He really doesn't have too much of a leg up in the industry and stuff. That's number one. Number two, what do you expect from somebody that's being sponsored? You know, if you're being sponsored, then of course you're gonna get out here and say, oh yeah, this is the best place to be at, this is the best place to go. You know, I'm doing this, that, or whatever. Cause you getting a check. They say those sort of things and stuff. Otherwise, that, you know, you ain't gonna get up here and get this information for free. You know, it's just, that's just how some people are and stuff, and then they stand on it. And then, you know, with the sponsorship comes the glitz and the glamour, you know, cause when you always seeing the guy, they always dressed up, got a bunch of chrome and stuff, you know, truck all tricked out and everything, you know, the first thing they saying, well, shoot, hey man, I can go over there and do the same thing, you know. I can be the same way over there and stuff. I can get my truck and make this sort of money, that money and stuff, and you know, that's just not how sponsorship work. You know, they ain't gonna sit there and get a sponsor man and stuff, and you know, just treat them like the rest of the people that's over there and stuff. You gotta look at the masses and say what the masses are saying. You know, of course, a few individuals are gonna find they gonna find a way of making the system and stuff work. You know, they put their money together and stuff like that, and then make stuff like that happen. You know, the other thing is, you know, their living situation could be different too, you know, because when you got you in here in the lease and stuff like that, and then let's just say you married and your wife is the one that's making all the bread, right? You know, your wife is the one that's making all the bread and stuff, so you can get out here and stuff and make all the mistakes you can make. So, you know, whatever settlement and stuff that you make, okay, but is it a consistent one? You know, is it a consistent one and stuff? And so, you know, how I say, man, you gotta look at some of the people and stuff and the things that they point out there and stuff. You know, you can't just be, you know, post up and stuff behind some kind of big nice house, or, you know, a fancy car and all this other stuff there and everything, and then, you know, it's that ownership. And even with that ownership and stuff, you know, it still comes, you know, it still comes its set of problems and challenges and stuff. So I mean, you know, I'm very weary of that and stuff. I mean, you just can't come, you know, post up and have, you know, dressed all nice, look all nice and stuff. Now I'm supposed to be pulled in and say, okay, yeah, that's gonna be me too. You know, cause when they say the struggle is real and stuff, I mean, you know, you can take it for what it is. They ain't gonna show you all the times and stuff that they wasn't eating. You know, they wasn't dressing nice and stuff. They wasn't having all the glitz and glam and stuff, you know, sitting for days on end and stuff like that. You know, weeks on end with no settlements and stuff like that. They ain't showing all that. They just, oh, okay, this is the end result of all the sacrificing I had to do. And then they tell you, okay, yeah, you can get it just like that. You know, you see me, I got, you know, I got this, I got that, and whatever. But look how much time it took. You know, look how much time it took. And then, you know, in the end, it still ain't yours because you got some kind of cosigner, you know, whether it's, you know, that's the truth, though. They got some kind of cosigner and stuff, and, you know, you can do that sort of stuff, but based on your own merit, couldn't get it. It couldn't get it. How you gonna get a loan and you got, and your settlements are showing zeros? Who gonna give you a loan and say, okay, yeah, all right, I'm gonna give you a loan for that? But see, when you go to certain places and stuff, and they say, well, I'm gonna give a down pay, I'm gonna get a down payment, right? We don't do no credit check. And then they're gonna bring a financial analyst in.
But they do that, baby.
It was a video that was demonstrated. This economic, you know, this person that was based on economical finance. They go get this individual and say, oh, I got this truck for this person at a place where you can get the truck with a certain amount of cash. What's going on, Everready? All right. You know, you come with $6 grand down and stuff, they ain't looking at no credit. And then they talking about, oh, I got this man this truck.
Where they do that at?
No, that's the type of videos that they post and stuff. You know, they want to attach themselves to that and then say, okay, oh, see, this is trucking right here. You see this? You know, man, you know, we putting together portfolios and stuff, but you ain't seen no portfolio. Oh, we putting some together. We using it just all this economical talk, but you ain't seen no science being dropped. And then they want to come at Rooster and say, okay, no, Rooster, you giving up the secrets. Ain't no secrets. Ain't no secrets. It's all good. Just exactly. We all trying, look, at the end of the day, right? This to say all and be all about this debate stuff. Everybody trying to get to the goal, right? The finish line is the same no matter whether you choose to get a fleet with a lease company or you choose to get your own authority and get your own trucks and stuff that way. Everybody trying to get to that same finish line. The difference is that some people want to throw shade on other people. For instance, if I choose to get a fleet, if I choose to be leased on, right, which I am, I'm leased on, ain't no way in the world I'm gonna throw shade at somebody that got their own authority. I ain't gonna do it. You know, I got a leg up on stuff, right, on certain things or whatever. But I ain't gonna sit there and disrespect somebody that went out there and stepped on their own and stuff and got it that way. Yes, you know, it's two different paths and stuff that people are taking, right, to get to the goal. But I won't disrespect nobody like that, because some people just say, man, look, I can't work. You know, I can't be leased on to nobody. That's just the mentality they got and stuff. And so they pull themselves up by their bootstrap and say, man, look, I'm going to get it this way right here. Then some folks say, well, you know, I'm going to get it this way. You know, the only reason why I'm leased, but one thing I ain't going to be is comfortable. I ain't going to be comfortable and start saying, well, okay, yeah, y'all need to come over here and get a truck and get a trailer and all that stuff there, because if they pull the plug on this operation, it's done. You know, you sitting over here, you got 9, 10 trucks leased to a fleet, and then they pull the plug on that operation and stuff. What you gonna do? Because some people get too comfortable, and then that happens, even though they say, oh well, that's not a possibility. But a lot of these guys ain't been out, you know, a lot of them started driving, what, 2012, 2013. But they weren't out here in 08 when that recession hit. You know, none of them can even, oh, what was you doing in 08? I don't know. But the first thing they say, oh, truck driving is recession proof. Man, shoot, when that recession hit, man, they was cutting contracts and terminating drivers left and right behind any little thing. You know, it was a very dangerous time and stuff. And so, you know, I seen, you know, own operators that were leased on with fleets and stuff, contracts get terminated. And so what they had to do, they had to get a truck to the driver, do a power of attorney just to stay on with the company. And then they had to trust the driver every week with his settlements and stuff to go pay them and stuff with the truck.
Really?
That's how they got paid. A lot of them went under and stuff, but see, that's the thing there and stuff. Ain't nobody talking about that. Oh well, hey, I got me 6-8 grand and stuff, you know, I'm gonna go and build this fleet up. But then what happens when the bottom fall out? You know, nobody ain't got a plan. See, the person that got his own authority, he ain't worried about that. He ain't worried about it. Oh well, I lost this contract. I got 4 or 5 others. Okay, we just can't do loads for that person no more. I got respect for that dude. You know, but the only thing I say about getting your own authority is that don't get it to be trying to prove to other people and stuff that you can get it. Get it because that's the you know, that's the path that you want to go and stuff, and you know that you're gonna be locking some customers down. Like, look, some real direct people. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing some broker freight, right, to get back to my head hauls. But if you ain't trying to lock some stuff down that way, you might as well be leased on. Because, you know, hey, when that recession hit, the first people that got hit was the brokers. I mean, they were sitting there, man, hey, look, just cutthroat race and stuff, man. Hey, look, I want you to do this load and stuff, and I want you to pay me $300. And people was doing it.
Really?
Yeah. $300 to give me $400 and I'll get this load. Just so this person wouldn't have to, you know, it's as ridiculous as it sounds. That's what folk were doing. And people ain't really speaking on that until that time right here and stuff. And so, you know, what I tell people is that, look, you gotta look at what these economists are saying now. And they saying that the economy is ripe for a recession. It's ripe for it.
Yes, it is, sweetheart.
And the first thing that's gonna get hit is this transportation. You know, when the housing market is stuck, when the housing market failed, man, everybody that was on flatbed and stuff suffered. They were the first ones. So they, you know, they had to hook up to a dry van or a reefer unit, whatever they can get. But that flatbed stuff just came to a screeching halt. You know, that company, Arrow Trucking and stuff, they were the one that suffered the most. That was 2009 in December. And when they closed the doors and stuff, that was in the holidays and stuff. They cut the fuel cars off. Wherever you was at, you was stuck. And that's what drivers had to come together and give guys rides home and stuff like that, you know. No paycheck, no nothing, no warning, no nothing. Whether you was a company driver or whether you was leasing the truck and stuff, they saying turn the truck in, Diamond Christ was gonna give you $200. $200. You can sit there and you almost done with your lease, about to get your title, just to find out that you know, Arrow done went and took out a loan and stuff, right? And you still owe more money and stuff on the truck. On something that you don't even, they telling you gonna own it, but they don't even own it. The bank own it, and then you got this lien on it.
So the gentleman that made the video, he was kind of like,
all right, what's up, good? What's good, Mr. Robinson? No, what I'm saying is that the guy who made the video, right, ain't got enough experience to be talking about certain things and stuff about who programmed, who not. You know, you look at his repertoire and stuff, and you can see it consists of sponsorship and staying at the same place that he said that was bad, why he had to make the move to start with. He left and he came back. He left and he came back and stuff. And so, you know, you got to look at that. You got to look at that and stuff. You're going to leave one outfit to go to another outfit, which is the same outfit, leased on, right? And I can do better being a second string, third party than I can being in there first party. How does that make sense?
It doesn't.
But see, that's what they put out here and stuff. That's what they put out into the drama. Oh, well, you know, look, when I was in there and stuff, right, with this specific company, I couldn't do nothing but this one truck. Then I leave and go up the street somewhere else, become a third party, and now all of a sudden this stuff, you know, I can own 3-4 trucks.
You have experience.
You know,
something different.
And then now you bragging, right? Now, and here's the thing about the fleet driver. Why I say that debate right there is open and shut. How you gonna sit there, right? I always want to get my stuff from the source. Always want to get my stuff from the source. You know, I'll listen to somebody, but I always go to the source of the issue, right? Because whatever it is, I want to get the maximum result, the maximum payoff. That's why I always go to the source. So and you tell me if this makes sense or not, right? Now, when I get paid, right, I only want my money to slip through one hand. That's it. That's the person who's gonna pay me, and that's it. Now, my money got to go through 3 people's hands before I get paid. They got to get their percentage. Then it slips to another person, their percentage. Then the person who owns the truck, right, get their percentage. Then I get paid, right? Then I get paid. And you saying that I'm gonna get paid better than me going to the source altogether? You see what I'm saying? It don't make sense. Too many sliding of the hands and stuff like that. It's just like pouring water, right? You ain't the only person that's gonna get the best drinking water is the one that's getting it from the source.
Yeah, the cup.
You know, you got 3 hands and stuff. By the time it get trickled down to you and everything, you might not get maybe a drop or something. And everybody thirsty. Everybody thirsty.
Jamie.
But that's the truth. I want cake. I want some cake and stuff like that and everything. We're going to take this one piece of cake, right, that's already been cut from this big piece, and then we got to divide this thing up.
Don't make me laugh.
I mean, we got to divide it up. So tell me that makes sense.
Jamie, no.
But we all eating good, right? But we still got that big piece of cake. I want the big piece. I just want my slice, and that's it.
Well, sweetheart, what would you suggest?
Well, okay, where that came from, right, is why I say it's hard to work for somebody that own a fleet. Back then, before CSA 2010 and stuff, that's year 2000, right? 2010. All right, didn't nobody really care about your driving record. You know, all you had to do was just make sure that you had a CDL and you had less than 6 points on your CDLs, right? 8 points will get you suspended. Okay, so you couldn't quite go to the big fleets or none of that stuff there. So somebody would have a truck sitting, and their insurance requirements and stuff was very minimal. Okay, all you had to do was just have a license, and that was that. So you got a license. You know, they overlook all your driving records and stuff like that. Come on, drive for me, right? But I'm leased on with somebody. So you still had a job, right? You didn't have to go and flip burgers and stuff like that. You can go drive a truck and you can still make some decent money. But you didn't have no benefits, right? You didn't have no medical benefits or no, which is like it is now. No medical benefits, no retirement, none of that stuff there. Like they claim they got. But, you know, nobody's putting out no portfolio. So now we're over 2010, where everybody got a CSA score. And that is a determining factor whether you're going to have a job or not out here. And so they saying, well, you got to have a good driving record. You got to have a good driving record, good CSA score. So if I got to have everything that's good, right, then why am I going to just minimize? Why am I going to minimize where I'm going to go? To minimize my income. I want to maximize it.
And how would you do that?
So what you're going to do is that you looking at your driving record. You looking at your driving record, and so you got, I can go work for Walmart, which is saying that they're going to give me $90,000 a year, right? Maybe $100,000 a year, being company driver. That means I got benefits, 401k, in other words, a portfolio, right? Or I'm going to go work over here for this fleet driver.
Sweetie, I'm looking at you, but I want you to look at
Yeah,
them and
I mean,
them that.
but, yeah, I got you.
Thank you, baby.
But
because you would tell a new
that's
driver relatively new to take that approach opposed to what he
yeah.
believes.
So you got, so you know you got a fleet, and I'm saying, what's the benefit of you? What's the benefit of me working for you versus working over your car? My driving record and stuff got to consist of me working good. Cause if I got to get hired through this company here and stuff, if they hire me, then you'll hire me. That's the process. As opposed to going to an own operator, right, with his own authority and stuff, and then his standard is if the insurance company hire you the stuff, then you good. So what's the benefit? Okay, I'm gonna go over and work for this dude because he popular on YouTube. But you know, I got a family I gotta support. I'm trying to build up a portfolio and stuff like that too. So meanwhile, let's just say I go over here and work for the fleet, right? I take that fleet job. So now I'm in there and stuff. I go to the same terminal. Guess who's gonna come up and start talking to me? The same people that you leased on with gonna start talking to me. They gonna say, you know what? Hey, you can get a truck too. You can get your own truck. You can get your own lane. You can be just like this dude right here and stuff that you working for. They putting the bug in your ear and stuff like that. That's why it's called the trucking game. That's why it's called the trucking game. It ain't no better. It ain't no better than it's just like. No, I ain't gonna say it. But that's why they call it the trucking game, because game is being ran. And they saying, I'm gonna go to the source, right? Shoot, well, what's the point of me working for this dude right here when I can just go get my own truck, start my own business? And that's what they're gonna do. Okay, we got these classes and stuff there every week. Why don't you sit down and take one of these courses? You go in that course and now you hooked.
You would suggest that, take the classes?
No, I ain't suggesting, I'm just suggesting that people,
Use common sense.
yeah, well, no, you can't use common sense and truck. You gotta do your due diligence. You gotta do your research. And see, just because somebody popular and dressing nice and got a nice truck and all this other stuff, that ain't cutting it. Because at the end of the week and stuff, how's that gonna feed your family? How's that gonna put food on the table, roof over their head,
right,
clothes on their back? I mean, you know, but look, okay. But so many people fall victim to that. So many people fall victim to it, because I bet you this. If I, you know, I said, if I was more of an entertainer, right, I would have to do that. My truck would have to be chromed out and washed every day, and I had to be wearing the best fly clothes and stuff like that. And you know, that's how the viewership go up. But see, when you start talking some real, work, yeah. When you start laying down those facts and those figures and stuff, people really ain't got time to hear it. They're like, man, no, shoot.
Baby, you put that work in.
I mean, so that's the thing there. You can't take cats like that serious, man. You can't take cats like that serious, cause you keep an eye on them and stuff, man, and see what happens. You know, you see what happens and stuff, and then when everything come tumbling down and stuff, they ain't got no excuse. Next thing you know, the page and stuff closed.
What'd you say, when the rubber meets the road?
When it reached the road, you know, the Instagram shut down. Because they don't want to say, listen, you know what, I gotta regroup.
Yeah.
No, they just shut down their whole page and stuff, and everybody looking and saying, well, what's the problem? What's the problem? And then some people have done it and got away with it.
Crazy brother said, you can't do that to me.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the reality, man. There is no debate. There's no debate in this trucking industry now. Doesn't matter whether you work for this person or that person. You get 20 years with them. What you got? What you got after 20 years?
Now you're talking.
Do you have, what kind of portfolio do you have? No matter whether you work for the own operator, whether you work for the or you work for the fleet guy that's leased on, what kind of portfolio are you gonna have after 20 years? If you ain't putting your own money away in your own system, this is why there is no benefit whatsoever in working for anybody. That's why I went and got my own truck and my own trailer. Because if I can go somewhere, if I can work, and they had those same benefits and stuff like they did in days past, and retirement was a real thing, that's what I'll be doing.
Exactly.
But I had to sit there. I got to set up my own portfolio. I got to pay my own taxes. I got to pay my own taxes. I got to, you know, I got to set up my own everything and stuff, because at the end of the day, when it's all said and done and stuff, it's all about what I put, in. It ain't about,
every day, baby.
You know, and they cutting these benefits left and right. They cutting them left and right. I was just reading the article the other day and stuff, where Walmart is talking about that they about to cut ties and stuff with a lot of third-party people and stuff that do OTR stuff, because they're building up their fleet up again. The same fleet they discontinued and stuff back in the early 2000s, they building it back up, and they saying we're gonna start covering our own stuff. We're gonna have our own OTR fleet. Those green Peterbilts. That's their OTR fleet. They saying they trying to focus more on that and stuff. So that means they're gonna be cutting a lot of ties with a lot of people that do contracts and stuff with Walmart. So that means what? Everybody else gonna be piled up going to Amazon. You know, they going to Amazon. Hey, look, we keeping everything in house. You know, but sweetie, that's what they gonna do.
I know, baby.
That's what they gonna do and stuff.
I
And then
see you work on a
they
personal
go
basis. You definitely you think
Yeah.
in the future.
So you know, people gotta start looking at that and stuff and say, okay, where do we stand, right?
Yes.
If Walmart start covering all their back hauls and stuff, they got head hauls. They go to every store and stuff, and then they start covering all their back hauls. You know, whether it's Procter & Gamble, whether it's Procter & Gamble, whether it's Heinz ketchup, Pepsi Cola, Coca-Cola. They doing their own back hauls and stuff back into their facilities. God, they can do it, and they ain't got to worry about being held up and say, well, you know what, how many hours and stuff that you have, God, you can't stay on the property. But these Walmart trucks and stuff, you know, hey, look, go drop your trailer and everything, pull over there in the back and stuff, and, you know, that's that. They ain't doing us like that. And they ain't building no truck stops around at any Walmart facilities. You know, the pressure's on them and stuff, so they saying, well, look, hey, we gotta reconfigure, because the e-logs ain't going nowhere. Despite anyone's best effort and stuff, you know, and like I said, shout out to Black Smoke Matters, but all smoke matters. all smoke matters. You know, no disrespect to them, but all smoke matters. Green smoke, blue smoke,
Jamie.
White smoke.
Jamie.
All smoke matters. But you know, so they handling their issues and stuff like that, and you know, they working on that. That's why they saying they increasing their recruiting and stuff, and say, hey man, you want a job? $110,000 company driver. You think I ain't gonna jump on that? If 2 years experience and I can make $110,000, $120,000,
that's where you going, baby.
If that's what I was trying to do, you know, is that fleet guy gonna pay you that? Is that own opera gonna pay you that? Cause that's what they up against. Some heavy dollars, man. And they always talking about, oh, truck shortage and all that stuff there and everything. So people ain't gonna have no problem trying to get a job over there. But you know, we fussing about who got, you know, who's programmed and stuff like that. I mean, you know, it's crazy. it's pros and cons to it all and stuff, man. But the thing is, don't get caught up in this whole debate stuff. Let's see. There's a difference between a lease fleet and a fleet owner with his own authority. If the owner of Landstar decides to get his own authority, read the rest of it.
Okay, it says there's a big difference between a leased fleet and a fleet owner with his own authority. Imagine if the owner of the Landstar didn't decide to get his own authority. He wouldn't be a mega carrier.
Okay. And
if
see,
the owner of Landstar did not decide to get his own authority, he wouldn't be a mega carrier.
All right. And that's good. But see, now here's the thing and stuff. Here's the opposite side of it. Like, all right, we're in a new time now and stuff. We're in a new time and stuff. To see, people get somewhere and they get comfortable. They get comfortable. Okay, I got 2 trucks. I'm getting a 3rd truck. I'm getting a 4th truck. But what's your exit strategy in case things go bad? What am I saying? Like, all right, meanwhile, with me going to get these trucks and building, knowing that people gonna hate on me, knowing I'm gonna have haters and stuff, right? So what am I doing and stuff as far as the exit strategy? Am I gonna start going out here and start getting my own customers and letting them know, hey, listen, you know, doing some deals within the deals and stuff that I got? Because you never know when somebody contract and stuff is up. But you know, you got the volume and the capacity. All right, I need to build up. You know, right now I don't need no trailers. Right, I don't need no trailers and stuff yet. But I need to start considering it because I got 7 trucks. So let me start looking at some trailers. Let me start doing some deals inside the deals and stuff. Right, start talking to some of these traffic managers. You know, start talking to these traffic managers about what contracts are going to be up for bid. You know, some backdoor deals and stuff like that. That's how people get in there. Okay, you're gonna grow, I'm gonna grow with you. Some of these small businesses and stuff like that. That, you know, you get these broker loads and stuff like that. You go to these small businesses and stuff. How many of you gonna sit down and start talking to some of those guys and stuff in their office and say, look, you know, I can do things a little bit more consistent, where you don't have to call a broker. We can set up a contract and stuff like that, you know, do the same thing just like the broker. You ain't got to call them. You ain't got but 1 load, that's fine. I'll get that one, I'll cover that 1 load for you. You just let me know what day and stuff that you need me to be here, and I'll be here. And take it wherever it has to go. And you do it 1 time and become reliable, then what? They ain't doing it. They just saying, well, okay, I'm gonna go up here in this office and everything and stuff and wait for this phone call, and they're gonna start throwing me these little slices and stuff. But you know, meanwhile, they looking at you, fleet owner. You might go out there and decide and stuff and go get you a broker load and stuff, and then you doing things consistently, and then you start turning in the load tenders because they doing your factoring, which they went over a lot of people's heads right there. They doing your factoring, which means that they can go to the source now and they can say, well, daggone, this dude did this load for $7 a mile. Let me go over here and see what this guy's talking about and stuff. We're gonna go over him, right, and talk to the very customer themselves and stuff, and then set something up consistent. Okay, we're gonna throw you a slice now. Load paying $8 a mile and stuff, but we're gonna give you 91 cents a mile plus fuel surcharge. Bring that science out there and stuff, and then you know, then we can start talking. But they ain't saying that. They just said you program and stuff. Come on over here, pay this $1,000 a week truck note. I agree with you 100%. You have to consistently be willing to learn and adjust or to keep up with the changes. Absolutely. But people get comfortable, and that's cool. You know, they want you comfortable. You know what I'm saying? They want you comfortable. That's the whole purpose of the game, to get you comfortable. They don't want you out here and stuff, man, learning something. This dude learning? Yeah. He's learning? You know, that's why they make these contracts and stuff and say, oh, sign here, sign here, sign here, and sign here. They don't want you go to orientation, that contract and stuff gonna take you at least a couple hours and stuff to read it. Okay, we go to orientation. No, just sign your initials right there. Sign your initials right there. Sign right here. Sign right here. On your truck. Come on, ain't you ready to go? Ain't you ready to work? Ain't you ready to get some money? Every place you go to and stuff, you got a contract, man, a book the size of a encyclopedia with policies and procedures and stuff that's in there, and they want you to initial everything in there because you ready to ride. You ready to make that money. But see, people overlook that termination clause. Uh-oh.
Talk about that.
That termination clause.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. Everybody has a termination clause. That's why they call you a contractor. They call you a contractor. Now you tell me if you're gonna get comfortable under this condition right here. Just as you can say, you know what, I ain't feeling this no more and stuff, I'm done. They can do the same thing.
Yes.
Without any kind of reason, without any kind of notification, they can just say your contract is on. You know, we're gonna discontinue your contract. And they ain't gotta give you no reason. Everybody's termination clause and stuff in every single contract is the same. Mine is the same, it's no different than anybody else's. I challenge anybody to give me a contract to say that they have to notify you within a certain amount of time and stuff to terminate your contract. But I'm gonna get comfortable though. I'm gonna give up 6 or 7 G's and stuff and go over here and work for this company, right? Which the other contract states that once your contract is discontinued, then you can't take your equipment nowhere else except at the place where you got the contract. You can't take it nowhere else.
Oh.
But you still responsible for the payments. You still responsible for the payments. But they ain't dropping that science to you. Oh, that's being too negative. That's being too negative though.
That's being realistic.
That's being negative.
No, baby.
Yes, it is. That's being negative. You know, cause these truck drivers out, they negative, they naysayers. They naysayers, hey, you gotta watch out. Got some whatchalls up here. All right, Mr. Edwards, what's going on? What's going on, Mr. Edwards? But see, no portfolios, no speaking of certain issues and stuff dealing with contracts. But then when the contract is terminated, what's they get up and make these videos? Oh man, this trucking company is the worst truck company there is. They the worst trucking company there is and stuff, man. Don't go over here and work for them. Don't go over there and work for them. They the worst trucking company there is. Because they did this to me and they did that to me. But you know, we saw saying, okay, bring some science out here. How that's what we want to see.
Yes.
Oh, it's something on a personal level. It's something on a personal level. They can't quite figure out and stuff. Oh, my dispatcher don't like me. That's why I ain't running. Because I need to prove to my dispatcher that I'm a runner.
Jamie.
When the reality is, if the dispatcher don't like you, he would just fire you. It's just that simple. If they're going to put out information, they should be 100% transparent. And see, okay, now here's the thing with that. Okay, here's the thing with that, Mr. Nash, is that you can put it out there, right? And people will they'll still look at it negatively. Just like my Lone Mountain videos, for instance. Now, the reason why I did the Lone Mountain videos is because somebody asked me, well, plenty of people asked me, hey, listen, what's the whole process of getting the truck? And I got so many negative reviews, and the reason why is because they want me to agree to say that Lone Mountain is bad. Oh, they full of crap and all that other stuff. So they want me to get up here and speak negatively when the whole thing of making the video is what you got to do from start to finish. And they say, oh man, you too long-winded. I'm like, I'm giving you the whole play-by-play so you won't be left in the dark when you get out there. Like, oh man, I ain't know that. You know, I ain't know that they left that out and stuff like that. I give you the whole play-by-play. I'm too long-winded. Oh man, I work for Lone Mountain and all that other stuff there. I'm just saying, look, that's why I went to go get my truck, and plenty of people are interested in going over there and stuff. I'm saying, I'm just giving you the play-by-play. I ain't saying, oh, go over there. Lone Mountain is the best, and you know, all this other stuff, you know, wearing Lone Mountain shirts and hats and all that stuff there, cause, you know, hey, I caught it on this particular truck here. Not to say that they bad or good, it's just people are gonna go over there And what do you expect going over there? And I caught so much flack behind me because people just want to hear what they want to hear. And as long they already got their mind made up that they're gonna go over there to the company, right? They just want to hear somebody say the stuff that they expect. Like, man, you know what? Oh, it's gonna be sunshine and roses and stuff, and you're gonna get the best loads and the best trucks, and
that's unrealistic.
You're gonna have the best dispatchers, and oh man, just everything over. And your settlements, your settlements. Man, you sitting over here making $2,000 a week, and they showing you one settlement. But they ain't showing you a consistency.
Yeah,
show me a consistency. But they ain't doing that and stuff. Cause see, if you put, let's see, I experienced the videos. Lone Mountain videos was great. It was educational tool to help. Okay, and that's all it was. Is that if you gonna go over there, and stuff, right? Cause people gonna go. Okay, what kind of money do I need? What do I need to be looking for and stuff? What do I need to be expecting? Because when I went, there was nobody that was speaking on it. You know, I didn't know, but I said, maybe somebody should speak on this. And that's why I made the videos. You know, that's why I made it and stuff. And so, I mean, you know, for some people, they say it's helpful. And that's the ones that went and got the truck and tracked the trailer. And then a lot of them are thinking like, it's just like any other place and stuff, you know, oh, zero money down, they're going to give me a truck. And they ain't got that business mindset, that business mentality. You know, they the ones that leave the negative comments and reviews and stuff and say, you know, that beautiful Rhode Island, what happened, bro? All right, man, you in Missouri. Is the snow and stuff still bad? I want to show you something right quick. This is what we looking like here.
Oh, it's beautiful here.
Does it look like that, or does it look like they said, man, it got real bad out there. Missouri.
He's in Missouri, baby?
Yeah, he's in Missouri. I don't know what it looked like on Kettledon. Man. Let's see, he said he had the Walmart and stuff. Maybe he can go to Springfield. He go to Springfield with his $6 grand. Let me stop.
Babe,
let me stop. All right, I'm gonna stop.
Be good, babe.
Okay.
Be good.
But yeah, it's, you know, look, I mean, the harvest is plentiful, the laborers are few.
Ooh.
That's why I keep emphasizing that and say, well, you know, people want to charge and give you some kind of secret to making it when it ain't no secret.
Just do the work and you do diligence.
You know, this. Oh, it's 50 degrees. Okay. All right. Shoot. All right. Dodge City. Dang on. Woo. You know, Crazy Bubba in Dodge City. That's Wide Earth. Wide Earth.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, Wide Earth. That's where he was at. Ain't nothing out there. Oh my God, man. I used to run for national carriers, so yeah, I used to do a lot of Dodge City, Liberal, Kansas. That's where they did Wizard of Oz at.
Jamie.
Straight up, they did Wizard of Oz out there.
Really?
That's what it was based upon.
Okay.
You know, somewhere over the rainbow.
Babe, focus. Focus, sweetheart.
But yeah, man. Crazy, you hang in there, Crazy Bubba, because, you know, God knows, I'm surprised you got reception out there and stuff. I don't know, they probably changed a lot out there.
You been to Missouri?
Heck yeah. Man, what?
Did you like it?
No, I didn't. That's why I don't
we
go.
Ain't going out there.
No, we ain't going out there.
Okay.
Let's see, got 44 minutes in. 17 minutes. Hey, look, so Denver, I'm closer to Kansas. Ooh, God. That's even worse.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he in Denver, Colorado. I hope I didn't go in too hard and stuff, right? But this debate stuff, none but yeah, it ain't, you right, ain't nothing out there but cattle and country. More cattle than country. And it smell bad out there too. I mean, real bad.
You didn't go in too deep.
Okay.
Like the gentleman said, you got to be in
but fellas, I hope I didn't go in too deep or nothing like that. I just say, look, there's really no debating at the end of the day. Everybody trying to get to the same goal. Everybody trying to get to the same goal and stuff, man. You know, we just trying to get a little piece of what's ours. We trying to work. We trying to work, get this money, take care of our families, take care of whatever issues and stuff that we have for what little time that we have here on this earth. You know, and to say who's doing it better, this, that, or whatever and stuff, I mean, you know, yeah. To say who's doing it better and stuff like that, I mean, you know, hey, look, it's more power to you. But some people just ain't gonna, you know, some people just ain't gonna take that approach. And, you know, and to be honest, if it was, you know, if it was that simple, everybody be doing it. Everybody have fleets and stuff, you know. Everybody would have fleets of trucks. But I mean, you know, they always gonna get their chosen. They're gonna get their chosen and say, well, you know what? Hey, they look at this social media thing too and say, man, look, this guy out here and stuff is campaigning harder than anybody else. Look at his view count, look at his subscribe count. Let's bring him in and fashion him up and stuff. You know. Hey, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you watching. But, you know, they look at the people who campaign the hardest and say, hey, look, bring them in. You know, I'll give you a prime example. How this whole thing got started was a guy named Big Cat Trucker.
Jamie.
No, he wasn't a bad person.
Oh, okay. This
guy named Big Cat Trucker. He was the first one as to why people look at stuff and they saying, I'm going to start doing it. Because when he started making his videos, he got that tricked out truck with Swift. He got that tricked out truck with Swift, and all he was doing was trade shows. You know, he go to trade all the trucking shows and stuff. He got that good looking truck. All he ran was Texas, a little bit of Louisiana and stuff like that. But see, what people didn't realize about Big Cat Trucker was that the dude got a degree in, okay. The dude got a college degree in communication and sales. That's why he was so good at it. You know, he went from there, and then he got out of it because they didn't want to pay him no money. So he fell back a little bit. Then he went to Royal, and next thing, okay. He went to Royal and stuff, and from there he got that TV show. And people was wondering, daggone, how this dude get his TV show? Because he got a degree in it. He got a degree. He always had connects and stuff. He a gospel singer. Him and his wife, very good too. Good gospel singers and stuff. So, you know, he always had his foot in
different avenues.
Yeah, but particularly the advertising and stuff. He was into that, so that's how he got there. Everybody looked at that and they said, you know what, I'm gonna open up a social media page, and the company that I work for, I'm gonna just start giving them shot. And it worked for some people, you know. Miss Diva Trucker 43, it worked for her. Little guy, worked for him. Who else? Plenty of them, man, you know. Low Shine, worked for him. Trucker Brown. Who else it worked for? Always advocating trucking company. Same trucking company.
So in closing,
yeah. So yeah, I mean, so people look at that, but you gotta look at it for what it is. I watched Casanova. Okay, Casanova 601. That is my master teacher. That's my master teacher. That's who. That's my master. Casanova 601. That's my master teacher. And he is, even though he won't take credit, he is a master teacher. The best that ever did. I ain't gonna say ever did. He's still doing it. He just moved on. He moved on to bigger and better things and stuff. You know. Exactly. You know. In fact, I mean, I wish, you know, me and him declared war on the industry. Remember that when he was going, let's see, me and him met up. He was going to get his he was going to get him a couple reefer units and stuff like that. We sat down, chopped it up, and we said, you know what? I said, man, we gonna declare war on this industry. He said, doggone right, and we've been at it ever since. But that's my teacher right there, Mr. Casanova 601. I'm his understudent. That's his first understudent. I may not be his best, but I'm definitely his first.
I think you're the best, baby.
No, I ain't. But fellas, we got 51. We got almost an hour in and stuff, man. I gotta get ready to go pick this load up. So go ahead and conclude this. You know, fellas, there is no debate at the end of the day about who's doing what, where, who's the best and stuff like that. Get what you got to get to increase your fleet or whatever and stuff, but don't get comfortable in the position that you in unless, you know, you got your own numbers. You know, give respect to those and stuff that are out there that's doing it. You know, the people that got their own authority and stuff like that. Give them that respect and stuff, you know, in that regard there, you know. But at the same time, you know, if that's the path you want to take it, but don't get comfortable. Don't get comfortable. Grow your fleet. Get your fleet. If that's what you got to do to get your trucks and stuff, then get them. But once you got them and stuff, man, don't just stay in one place and be dependent on, you know, okay, these guys and stuff, man, they're going to do right by me just because my settlements are consistent. You know, guys, they cut contracts every single day. And you don't want to get caught up in that. You know, move on, get what you got to get, you know, because we all out here to do the same thing. Put food on the table, clothes on our back, and a roof over our head. And with that being said and stuff, man, I appreciate y'all time. Appreciate your time, appreciate the likes and stuff like that, appreciate the views. Y'all stay tuned, still got more to come. Till next time, this your man here, one, the only, that beautiful Rhode Island Red Rooster. Telling you as always, continue to do your research, fact-finding studies. Harness on your skills every day. Till next time we talk, next time we meet, be safe.